my law students, I am giving you an information about the D.K. Basu landmark police case, custodial death, how it started and what is the recently in the Tamil Nadu cases related. Just I am giving you the guidelines for the law students. It was at the middle 1980, especially in the Calcutta. That time there was a lot of Naxal movement. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, the newspaper column were full of reports of the Naxal death in police lockup and stage encounters. The stories of this custodial death published in different newspapers like Indian Express, Telegraph, The Statesman, prompted by the then Justice retired D.K. Basu's full name is Dilip Kumar Basu. Then was an executive chairman of the Legal Aid Service of West Bengal and a senior lawyer at the Calcutta High Court and the Supreme Court. To send a letter along with the newspaper clipping to the Chief Justice of India, that time Chief Justice of India, P.N. Bhagavati, on August 26, 1986. The first D.K. Basu was an advocate. After that, he becomes a justice of Calcutta High Court. Chief Justice Bhagavati, who introduced the concept of the public interest litigation to the Indian judicial system, treated the letter as a writ petition of D.K. Basu's letter. Also, Ashok K. Johari versus State of West Bengal and State of Uttar Pradesh case also taken up by the Apex Court in 1987. In this case, the senior lawyer Abhishek Sangvi, now he is a Congress leader, was appointed as an amicus curiae. This case led to the landmark order 1976 custodial death, known as D.K. Basu's judgment. On the guidelines we followed by the different authorities for any arrest in Indian court, for any arrest in Indian. I am giving you this topic to the law student because the recent death followed allegedly custodial torture of P. Jairaj and his son Benix in Tamil Nadu has put in the spotlight back the case of D.K. Basu's judgment. Basu says in his petition, many youth which suspected as a Naxal link were picked up by the police across the state of West Bengal at that time, a large number of whom were not produced before a magistrate within a stipulated 24 hours time. And several ended up deal in the encounters. Despite the two inquiry commission was set up by the left-front government in West Bengal after it came in power in 1977. The truth of the killing remains still now unknown. The commission submitted their report, but they were never made in public. The CPI-ML liberation leader that time was Abhijit Majumdar, son of Naxalbari movement leader Charu Majumdar. Basu, D.K. Basu, who went on to becoming a judge of Calcutta High Court in 1987. His career has started as an advocate when he was filed a petition. In my letter to the Chief Justice of India, I underlined the necessity of custodial jurisprudence to the counter of custodial death and custodial rape and custodial injury. The police will also claim any incidence of custodial death always as a suicide. It is natural. Everywhere in any custodial death police station it is a suicide case. In that order 1996, Justice A.S. Anand and Kuldeep Singh laid down 11 guidelines required to be followed. But in my experience, till now, it is not at all a follow of the Supreme Court judgment, D.K. Basu guidelines. D.K. Basu guidelines still not followed in the police station. In all of the cases of arrest, the Apex Court mandate that the police officer concerned must prepare a memo containing details of the place and time of the arrest. So many times it is not also available. Attested by at least one witness, informed that the next kin of the person arrested within a period of 8 to 12 hours after the arrest, maximum 24 hours. Examine him or her for any injuries or record the same if requested. The family members of the recently in Tamil Nadu, Jairaj and Benix have alleged that the father and son were remanded in custody despite being visibly injured and bleeding when brought before the magistrate. Since the D.K. Basu's case, the Apex Court has issued 8 more orders dealing with the custodial violence. The last 2015 on a miscellaneous application petition filed by amicus curiae advocate Abhishek Manu Singh to enforce the implementation of the 1996 judgment. These orders introduce many more guidelines, including setting up of State Human Rights Commission and filling up the vacancies in existing ones. So far I know, I am telling in Maharashtra State Human Rights Commission, still now they are not filled the vacancies. They are still now their vacancies still now. So how can you expect the D.K. Basu? Yes. Since the D.K. Basu Apex Court has issued 8 more orders dealing with the custodial violence. The last 2015 on a missing miscellaneous petition filed by amicus curiae Singhi to enforce the implementation of the 1996 judgment. The orders introduced many more guidelines, including setting up the State Human Rights Commission and these, but still no vacancies not fulfilled. Justice Basu says that as a judge, he went on dealing with many cases of alleged torture. In my judgment, I directed the district judge to carry out the surprise visit to the police station, check on the individual held in the lockup, and to find out if police has registered the case against them and in details. However, piecemeal of action are hardly the solution If custodial torture has to be stopped, the D.K. Basu judgment has to be implemented in spirit. In my opinion, till now, 1996 order has not implemented properly. This is my thoughts to my law student. Please, you have to follow or you have to go in details about that. Thank you.